Some morning thoughts. Institutionalization versus cult-like behavior. Venture capital didn't become successful by being institutional. Yet as firms grow larger, institutional behavior becomes increasingly unavoidable. I believe the industry is now facing a tension between institutionalization and cult-like behavior, and fund size increasingly determines which one a VC firm can afford to be. It has become increasingly clear that the venture capital industry is bifurcating. On one side sit a relatively small number of large platforms, perhaps the top 30 to 40 funds. On the other side is a long tail of smaller, more specialized managers. This is not a controversial view anymore. Many people in the industry would agree. Looking back, I'm glad I was among those who identified the opportunity in small fund strategies back in 2020 and have been deliberately operating in this space since then. Large platforms benefit from a powerful brand. Brand attracts talent, opportunities, and more LP capital. As AUM grows into the billions, these firms inevitably accumulate greater influence. Interestingly, I've heard that some large VC funds are not always institutional in how they actually operate. Yet the sheer scale of capital they manage increasingly forces them to become more institutionalized over time, often converging toward the operating model of large private equity firms. At the same time, venture capital at its core has always been cult-like. It is a small, dense, and often closed network where conviction frequently precedes evidence. VCs back ideas and people that most others would dismiss as unrealistic or even irrational. History is full of moments when this belief system looked absurd at the time. Some of those stories ended badly. Others went on to rewrite entire industries. The truth, however, is that a handful of spectacular successes have effectively protected the VC cult. Outlier outcomes, companies that go on to define categories or reshape markets, justify a belief-driven model that would look reckless in almost any other asset class. These successes reinforce the narrative that extraordinary returns require extraordinary conviction. This is where the tension lies. Institutionalization and cult-like behavior are, in many ways, contradictory. Institutions are built on risk control, repeatability, and governance. Cults are built on belief, intuition, concentration, and a willingness to look wrong, sometimes for a long time. The distinction is not black and white, but it matters. The shade of gray is different. Some firms lean light gray, others look unapologetically dark. The largest VC firms will continue to professionalize and institutionalize while preserving just enough of the cult to remain competitive. Scale leaves them little choice. For smaller funds, however, the calculus is different. They cannot win by mimicking institutions. Their advantage lies precisely in embracing belief, carefully and intentionally. When done right, this cult mindset allows them to take non-consensus bets early and, hopefully, capture true outlier returns.